Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a brand new video. In today's video, you guys, I'm finally diving into what I think about all these new fragrances that have been coming at us left and right. We have a lot of hits, we have a few misses, but you know I'm always going to be brutally honest with you guys. So if you guys are interested in what my thoughts are on all these brand new fragrances, then keep on watching. If you're new to my channel, welcome. On this channel, I talk about all things smell good. So if you're into smelling good, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you are a returning viewer, hey, it is so good to see you. All right, you guys, so we have a ton of fragrances in front of me. I may split this video into two parts just so it's not overwhelming for you guys. The first fragrance that we're going to get into is the newest one that I added to my collection. I actually just received this one today. This is one of the newest ones from Glossier. They came out with two. I only picked up one, and this is called Glossier U Rev, and the bottle is what really captivated me, especially in comparison to the original. This one looks like, I don't know, almost like a clown with a red nose. I just prefer this packaging a little bit more. It's a little bit more girly. And this one was categorized as being this like warm, spicy, sweet gourmand. And you know, I love my gourmand. So the key notes in here is buttercream, plum butter, and ambrox. I was hoping for a gourmand. And y'all, this is not that. This is not a gourmand at all. I know a few of the girlies are going crazy over this one, saying that it smells like sweet buttercream and cake and all these different desserts. And girl, it is not the truth, okay? Let me just say, at least to my nose, I don't get any of that, y'all. This smells very similar to the original Glossier U. It just smells like a more amped up version with maybe a little bit of plum and maybe a little bit more creaminess, but it's definitely not buttercream or any type of dessert smell. So get that out of your head. And I'm just trying to figure out, what were the girlies getting that I wasn't getting? Like, how are they getting this buttercream and this creaminess? And I even saw one person say it smells like Nutella. Girl, what kind of Nutella are you eating, girl? Because you ain't eating the right one. No, warm and spicy, but definitely not sweet in like a gourmand way at all. I just think it's going to be a really amped up Glossier U, the original one. I will say though that this one wore all day on my skin. So I think that the longevity is really going to be nice. I stopped counting at about 4 to 5 hours and it was still going. So if you're looking for something that you can just spritz yourself with and you don't have to re-up on, I think you would like that, but you have to like your skin but better type of fragrance. And I really would like to see one of y'all get in the comments and let me know if you're getting any of that buttercream or if you're getting anything that smells like cake, because all of our noses can't be broken. I'm telling you, this does not smell like any of that. So I don't think that I'm going to keep this in my collection. I know sometimes you do have to give things, you know, a chance, but I have enough skin-like fragrances and perfumes and body mist and oils. I really didn't need another one. I'm gonna try to play with it for a couple days, but I think I'm gonna return this one because I'm just fine with my original Glossier U. So once again, this is Glossier U Rev. Next, we're gonna get into a fragrance from one of my favorite houses, and this is from the house of Kilian. And this is one of their newer releases called Old Fashioned. And let me take it out of the packaging so you guys can see what it looks like. All of the Kilian fragrances, like the Angel Shares and all of those, they all come in the same type of travel size packaging. So if you have the travel of Angel Share, it looks just like this. Okay, so I already smelled this one in Sephora when I went in there over this last weekend, and I put this one on me and I didn't get it then, but y'all, I couldn't stop thinking about this because this one is giving me a touch of that gourmandness that I was craving in Glossier. And this is not even, I don't think, classified to be a gourmand. It's more so supposed to smell like some type of barrel of whiskey and a little woody. The keynotes in this one is Wheat Absolute, Divana Essence, and Cedarwood. So based off of those notes, I can see you being a little confused as to what this fragrance is gonna smell like, but it smells like a mix between Angel Share and Apple Brandy. That one leans sometimes a little too masculine leaning. I do have Angel Share, which this is like a fall staple of mine. I love this. This is just super sugary sweet. Some people pull a little bit more masculinity out of this one, but I don't to my nose. I just get a whole bunch of sweet, yummy apples, and it's a little boozy, and I'm getting that same type of vibe in here, but it's mainly on that first spray. And then once it starts to dry down on your skin, it gets much more airier and much lighter. So if you like angel share, you're gonna get remnants of that in here, which I absolutely love. But then it transforms to something that's a little bit more wearable day, night, and really all throughout the seasons. Angel Share is a fragrance that I can only wear when it's really, really cold outside, but I always am wanting to, spritz myself a little bit here and there because it's just such a delicious type of fragrance. Now that they come out with this one, I feel like I'm gonna be able to kind of get that same thing in here without it being cloyingly thick and suffocating. So I do really like this. This may be one that I'll get a full size of when they have the Sephora VIP savings sale in, I think, November, the beginning of November, because this is not a cheap fragrance. It's, it's a little over $200, but these fragrances have great sillage, at least on my skin. This is another one that I've been wearing for the last 2 to 3 days, and it lasts a good amount of time. I also asked my husband if he liked it. He still prefers Angel Share on me, but he did really like this one too. I think it's gonna be perfect for fall because it is very warm, and that whiskey in here is a very nice touch. So if you like a bit of a little booziness, I think you should check this one out. I really do like it, and I'm looking forward to getting a big size. So once again, this is Old Fashioned by Kilian. Next, we're gonna get into a body mist that seemed to have been a little controversial because when you think of the name, you think something different, and then when we all got it, we were like, what is this? This is one from PHLUR, and this is called Heavy Cream. And y'all, oh, I love that the notes are on the back of this, y'all. So when I saw the name Heavy Cream, I was thinking, oh, that can go so many different directions, but mainly I'm thinking, buttercream, whipped cream. There's salted caramel in here, there's lemon. So this, I just thought it was gonna be very cakey, thick, dense, and it's quite the opposite, you guys. This is a very light and airy gourmand, but it's not exactly what you would expect it to be. But you guys, I love this fragrance. Oh, that caramel salt, I get that right off the bat. I get a little bit of that whipped cream, a splash of the coconut, just a touch, just a little bit. I think that they did a good job with this because it's not as predictable as we all thought. I don't think it's a heavy projector, and I don't think it's meant to be, but I just think that the name of it is a little deceiving to a lot of people. So in this one, you have main notes of lemon sugar, marshmallow orange, you have a little jasmine, coconut cream, you have some ambrette, and then in the base, you have that salted caramel, vanilla mousse, and whipped cream. I get mostly those base notes, but not in an overpowering, smack you in the face type of way. It's just soft and fluffy. Like, think Cool Whip with sprinkles of salted caramel on top and like vanilla shavings. That's what this reminds me of, you guys. I really do like it. However, when I first got it, I didn't. If you've been curious about it, I would say maybe just get the small size. I think if you're a gourmand lover, you'll like it, but it may not be as dense as you want it to be. I would say go into it with an open mind if you still haven't tried it. But if you have tried it, get in the comments, let me know, how do you like it? Once again, this is Heavy Cream from PHLUR. Next, let's talk about one that you guys have been asking me to review. I got this one when it came out too. Like most of these, I just, I wanted to take my time. I don't always feel like rushing to talk about fragrances. This is the newest one from Sabrina Carpenter, and this is Sweet Tooth Cherry Baby. Love that it looks like a cherry chocolate bar. So y'all, this one was targeted as being a cherry and chocolate, like a dark chocolate type of fragrance. I will say that you get a ton of the cherry in here, but as far as the original Sweet Tooth DNA, I don't get a whole bunch of that. I was hoping this was gonna smell like a cherry that was literally like dipped in dark chocolate. In here you have dark cherry and cherry, you have brown sugar, dark chocolate, red poppies, cashmere wood, and amber. So I'd say it's a hit, but it's a slight leaning miss only if you have a whole bunch of cherries. And again, not saying it's bad, but it's just a little bit redundant. But if you love cherries, you'll love it because it's a really good, deep, rich, mouth-watering, like when you take a bite of the cherry and like the juice just like runs down your mouth a little bit. It is that type of cherry. It's just not a lot of chocolate in it. So once again, this is Sweet Tooth Cherry Baby by Sabrina Carpenter. This next one is one that I feel like came out of the blue. I didn't hear anything about it, and then all of a sudden I got an email from the brand and I saw that it was coming out, and I saw the notes and I saw the name. And it didn't take that much convincing for me to get it because it's a vanilla. And this is one from Clean Classic, and this is called Vanilla Cloud, and I love just how simplistic it is. I like the little touch of pink on here and the little clouds. And this was a very affordable fragrance. I think, well, this is very small, so keep that in mind. It was like maybe 40 something dollars. So at that price, I mean, the price of travel sizes now is either that price or like right under it. So I'm like, there's no way I'm not gonna get a full size bottle of this if it's the price of a travel size. But you guys, oh, the name is perfect. It really does smell like you're floating on a vanilla cloud. Think of vanilla puffs just all around you. That's what this one smells like. So it's a very soothing, soft type of take on a vanilla, but it does lay very, very close to your skin, almost skin-like, you know? So in the top of this one, you have vanilla orchid petals. There's some bergamot, you have some aldehydes. In the mid, you have white freesia, dewy cyclamen, fresh pear. And in the base, you have vanilla, creamy sandalwood, and musk. But you guys, immediately when I smelled this one, it reminded me of the newest one from the Five Senses called In Too Deep. And they kind of look a little similar. I mean, they pretty much look like they're sisters, and they smell like they're sisters too, because really, I mean, this one is a little bit sweeter, I would say. Hold on. Let me spray these side by side just so I can make sure what I remember the first time is still what I'm getting. Okay, so this one, In Too Deep, is a little bit softer. They are gonna remind you a lot of each other, but if you wanted something that was a little bit more musky, I would definitely say check this one out. This one has a little something different that kind of keeps you going like this and being like, oh, yeah. Oh yeah, that's still this. Yeah, I do like it. And I'm probably gonna wear this one to bed just to see, you know, how my husband likes it, because he loves sweet fragrances like this with a touch of muskiness. So once again, this is Clean Classic Vanilla Cloud. Let's stop at 2 more. And then if you guys wanna see a part 2, let me know down in the comments. So the next one is another one that you guys have been asking me to review. And y'all, I actually don't remember what this smells like. I smelled it in the store when it first came out, but I was smelling so many things that I can't remember what this smells like at all. But this is the newest perfume from Victoria's Secret, and this is called Daring. And y'all see it's still in the wrapper, even though I did smell it once upon a time in the store. I don't remember what this one smells like. So let's go ahead and open this. Oh man, I didn't bring no scissors, girl. I don't want to break a nail. Give me a minute, y'all. This is what the travel size looks like, and from what I remember, I think this was very unisex leaning. So let's see what the notes are. So in this one, it says you have bright bergamot, warm oak moss, and bold amber. So let's give it a spritz and see if it is full bottle worthy. Oh, okay, that transformed really quick. Hold on. Oh, that is definitely dark, mysterious, sexified. You do get a slight brightness in that opening, but it's more so woody and slightly creamy because of the amber in here. Is it the amber? Yeah, because of the amber. But I do pull a whole lot of that oak moss. Yeah, I would almost think this was like a man's fragrance. Not entirely, but it doesn't come off just girly and frou-frou-la-la and sweet and feminine. It comes off very bold, very confident, very daring, you know? No, it really does fit the name to a T. So if you gravitate towards gourmands or just very, very sweet, very soft, super ultra feminine fragrances, you would want to get your nose on this one first before you blind buy it, because I don't think it's going to be for everybody. It is good, but I don't think I'm going to get a full size, but it is nice. So once again, this is Daring from Victoria's Secret. Okay, and last but not least, y'all, this is the newest one from Replica, and this is Afternoon Delight. And y'all see I have about half of this left in here, and this is a very controversial fragrance. Again, people felt very, very passionate about their feelings in regards to this one, and most of them were not the best. So I'll just tell you what mine were, but we gonna get into these notes first. So in Afternoon Delight, you have vanilla, whipped cream, sandalwood, Madeline, and musk. And y'all, I love me a good Madeline cookie. I used to work at Starbucks, and I love either getting some tea or some coffee when they used to sell them, because I don't really see them anymore, and then eating it with some type of Madeline, like soft, fluffy cookie. So I knew this wasn't going to be a heavy, thick type of gourmand, and it really isn't at all. But honestly, you guys, when I first smelled this, I wasn't a fan, and it just came off way more softer and powderier than I expected it to come off. But y'all, the more that I wore this fragrance, it started reminding me of one of my other fragrances that I love to wear to bed and just in the house. And y'all, if you know me, you know I love Philosophy, and I have pretty much all of their fragrances. But y'all, this one, if you know Philosophy, you know that this one smells just like Fresh Cream, the original one, you guys. Another thing that this kind of reminds me more so of, rather than like a Madeleine cookie, is like a warm, buttery croissant. Oh, so think what that smells like. Doesn't really smell gourmand. It just smells foody and buttery and just yummy. That is more so what this smells like to me, and I grew to really like it, and I got a full-size bottle, y'all. I just wanted to share with y'all this one because I wanted y'all to see that I actually do like it, and I've been wearing it and I've been testing it out before, you know, I told you guys what I thought about it. But I would try this one out before you get it because it's probably not going to match the description of what they are putting out. But just give it a chance, wear it on your skin. I promise you, you'll keep on coming back to it and sniffing it, especially if you have, you know, a boo thing in your life. Wear this around them. I think that they would really like it too. So once again, this is Replica's Afternoon Delight. All right, you guys, so that is it. Those are some of the new fragrances that I've added to my collection. We had some hits. Mostly we had some hits, but we definitely had some misses. But of course, you guys know I want to know, do you guys have any of these fragrances in your collection? And if you do, what do you think about them? Especially the Sabrina Carpenter one, that heavy cream, and that Replica Afternoon Delight. Let's talk about it. If you guys did like today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up before you leave. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And if you guys want more content like this, I do post once a week, so make sure you're subscribed. And as usual, take care of yourself. God bless you all, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.